Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see this time we are going to check fresh release from Eduard. That's a 148 scale kit which called Bella, and by the box art you can understand which aircraft is included inside. That's P39, and that's a limited edition kit because as you can see boxing is not standard. We have this nice box art on the front, and of course we have more marking options here on the side. So this is a fresh release, and now we are going to check it and see what is inside. First of all, I would like to show you the side of this box. So as you can see, it's a dual combo kit, and you have a lot of marking options inside. So you can replicate 2 out of those, and it will be quite interesting. As you can see, those are mostly Soviet aircrafts, and from the other side we can see also short description of this kit. So we have Eduard plastic PE painting masks for 2 models of P39 in Soviet service, and cartograph decals for 10 markings including famous top fighter aces. So basically we get 2 absolutely the same plastic kits in order to assemble 2 P39 aircraft in 148 scale. As you can see, that's a top opening box. Let's open it. And meanwhile, let me remind you that we are still gathering money for the new photo and video equipment. Now we still need tripod, and you can help us too by pressing the donate button on our website. It is easy, and of course you decide the amount we will get from you. So here you can see what is hidden inside. As you can see, all gray plastic sprues are packed into the same plastic bag. Nevertheless, transparent sprues are in the separate Ziploc bags, so we will check them in a second. We will see only one set of parts because, as I said, they're absolutely identical. So I'm going to show one sprue of each type. And here you can see the first one, that's a transparent sprue. And obviously here we have canopy parts. Molding quality seems to be fine. And as you remember, masks are included into this kit, so you won't have any problems with masking those clear areas. And as you can see here, doors are molded separately, so you can even position them open on your aircraft. Next we have bigger plastic bag with plastic sprues inside. Here you can see it, and let's open it and check what is hidden inside. So straight away you can see that some sprues are given in 2 pieces. I mean, not some sprues, but all sprues. So we are going to check one of each type. Once again, I will remind it. So here you can see first one, that's a gray plastic sprue. Here we have wing parts. Parts division is typical. So as you can see, we have 2 top halves and 1 bottom. Recessed panel lines and riveting are present, but note that flaps and ailerons are pre-molded, so you won't be able to drop them on your aircraft. But as far as I remember, there should be a PE set available which will help you with this. Also here we have various minor components like, for example, exhausts, propeller parts, propeller blades, and this should be a cockpit segment as far as I can understand. Fuel tank halves here, and I can say that this is not a new plastic, and as you remember it was released in many different boxings. So inside we don't have any position elements, only those pins on the wing edges, but they should be more than enough because here in the wing roots you will be guided by fuselage, so it should be easy to assemble those parts properly. Next frame is full of minor parts, and here you can see again propeller blades, for example, here, and also we have wheels. And note that some wheels have this weight effect, which is quite interesting. Here we have main landing gear legs. Then also here are minor elements for the cockpit and for external detailing. And let's flip it over. As you can see, those wheels will have to be glued out of 2 halves, so be ready to combine them together because inside we don't have any guiding elements, so it will be a bit tricky. Next we have, just give me a second, last 2 plastic sprues. Here we have fuselage halves. Both fuselage halves are molded together with tail segment. Moreover, they are molded together with rudder, as you can see. We also have here recessed panel lines and riveting. Here we can see cockpit floor. These are one-piece tail wings. Also here we have various external parts, cockpit parts, that's a pilot seat, bomb, also the sections of the front of the cowling, and inside I don't see any guiding elements here, because this plastic, once again I will remind you that this is not a new plastic, so that's why there are no guiding pins inside, but you will have to work around it somehow in order to get a nice result. Okay, so that's all for plastic parts, and now we can move on to bonuses. So PE threads are packed into the separate plastic bag. Of course, there are two PE threads of each type. So first one looks like this. I'll focus the camera for you, and now you can see it. So it's not painted PE thread, which is finished in traditional gold color. And as you can see here, we have various parts for interior. We have also some exterior parts, which should be applied on the model. I think once you apply these parts, it will be completely different look of the model. And you saw that there was written that those unpainted PE threads were actually PE1, and then we have PE2. PE2 is pre-painted. And here the most interesting thing is you can see on the dials we have replication of the glasses. That's a new technology from Eduard, so we have it included out of the box, and that's really nice inclusion because it gives you completely different result. And as you can see here, of course, we have seat belts, also some various handles for the cockpit, so it won't be under detailed, let's say. And last but not the least component which comes with PE threads is this small film, which features transparent sections for the target sides. Be careful with this, as you can see we have only 3 tries, and then you have to work around somehow. And by the way, as far as I can understand, all cockpit elements are included onto the sprue, so we don't have another sprue like this, everything is here. Next we have also this huge mask sheet, which should come handy with canopies, and as far as I can understand, maybe it will be also used with wheels. We'll check it in assembly manual. Then we have another small PE thread. Actually this is a steel thread, because here we have steel belts, and that's surprising that we have only one steel belts thread included. Here you can see them. They're thinner than typical PE parts, so they should look even better, and they should be easier to bend on your model. Next we have also, I'm just going to check if we have something else. No, nothing. Okay, so then we have Decals sheets. First of all, we have this small Decals sheet, which is packed into a separate plastic bag. It is printed in Eduard, as far as I can understand. And here we have several symbols for your aircraft. But next we have something special, because that's a huge Decals sheet which comes from cartograph and contains all necessary markings for 10 marking options, which is quite impressive, I would say. And once again, you can replicate 2 out of those, because this is a dual combo kit, so you can build 2 aircraft out of 1 box. So, okay, I'm going to remove this Decals sheet and we will check everything closer. Just give me a second. Okay. So here it is. As you can see, it is full with stars. Nevertheless, we have here separate section with stencils. Also, we have here decals for the dashboard and for some other cockpit parts. But I really wonder who will be using decals when they have PE parts, especially with glazing included. And note that here we have also segmentation. So for each marking option, we can cut the section and use it without going through the whole decals sheet just to get the red star, which is numbered 21, for example. Printing quality is great. I can bring this decals sheet a bit closer so that you can see everything together with me. So here it is. And here, by the way, you can see those decals for the cockpit. Really great printing quality, and I think application should be easy as well. And last but not the least is assembly manual. Assembly manual is printed in color, of course. It comes in form of this large brochure. So, and the last one is this assembly manual, which is printed in form of cover printed brochure. We have short history note in English and Czech, of course. Then inside we have parts map. Note that some parts won't be used for sure because this plastic was designed for several versions, so we can use it for our spare parts box. Assembly process starts with cockpit, and note that there are special designations for various marking options because you can replicate P39K, P39N and P39Q. So be careful because dashboards were different on this aircraft, and of course some external things were also different. As you can see, they will be replicated with help of PE parts on the fuselage parts. Then we continue with landing gear system. Here we also apply various external elements. As far as you can see, wheels will be assembled from two parts, as I said before. And next we continue with installation of the canopy. Here, exhausts, air intake, door and door cards. Note that door cards are replicated with PE parts, so don't forget about it. Here we have masks for the anti-slip area. That's quite interesting inclusion for Eduard because usually we are used to see masks for canopy and wheels only. But here we have also anti-slip area, wheels and canopy together with doors. Next we have marking guide. So as you can see here, we can see two marking options, two first marking options, let's say. Next, there are two more. Paint numbers are given in Gunze designations, so it should be easy to understand which paint or which color you need for this particular marking option. This one is quite interesting, by the way. Then here we have more aircraft from 1945. Again 1945. This one was flown by Kashevnikov. And last but not the least is stenciling guide for this aircraft. As you can see, it is printed on the last page. So that's all for this video review. I hope you enjoyed it. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion about this kit here in the comment section below. If you like this video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I will see you in the next video review as usual. Bye.